in November is open enrollment to do any changing on Blue Cross Blue Shield. And the thing that came up in the Blue Cross Blue Shield is hire date or the second full month of their insurance starting. So if that's something that we want to change, that's something that we can do tonight if we want to bring it up and vote on to make that change right there. Whether it be the hire date that they come in or the first day of the second full month. So I'm just going to leave that open for y'all to think about.
It's what now?
It is first day of the second full month.
What is that?
That's probably, I would say a reason to change myself. I mean, that way let them know if they're going.
If that's, I mean, that's
This is what they want to do.
Yeah, okay. Anybody else got any discussion on that?
Well, don't we generally have a 90-day probation period? That would sort of coincide with that.
Okay. All right. No more discussion on that. We're going to the next thing. I need to, somebody make a motion to authorize the attorney to remove a sewer lien from the Harrison property, the YA Harrison property. This was paid for quite a few years ago, and it was overlooked in some of the paperwork, and it needs to be cleared up. So
I'll make that the motion.
All right. The only other thing I have is, I was talking to Sarah at the library today. They have come up with a grant of $1,000 for Spanish material, and they're going to purchase. She said she didn't know if it would be a complete $1,000 or not, but it's from RJ Discount Books, and they'll be making that order out probably next week. So that would come out of that grant money. So that one would need to be somebody have to take care of that. So,
I'll make it. I'll let them do it.
okay. I think that's all that I have. I think that's it for me. So, all right, George.
Well, I have basically two announcements to make. One is everybody's probably seen Wendy's is getting closer to the completion. And I had the opportunity of speaking with their district manager, Thomas Bradford. And he just wanted me to put out the word that they are currently taking applications for both crew members and management. So if anybody is interested in applying, it's an online application. And you go to the website, stands for World Wide Web. pleaseapplyonline.com/Springfield Investments. And you can apply for a position at Wendy's there. The second announcement is sort of a big announcement. It's regarding the Northeast Alabama Agribusiness Center. On January the 9th and 10th, it will be hosting a PBR Touring Pro Series bull riding event. That's the first time a bull riding event of this size and scope has come to the Northeast Alabama Agribusiness Center. In fact, it's the first time a PBR event has been held in North Alabama outside of Huntsville's Von Braun Civic Center and Birmingham's BJCC. So I assume that's sort of a big event for this location. Advance tickets will be sold here in the Agribusiness Center's office in the near future. You can consult the website for the dates and the prices when those go on sale. That's the two announcements that I have. Three bits of business that I'd like to go over real quick. We had 3 requests for new street lights. 2 of them were at a business location, and the other one was on a unlit intersection. One of the businesses is an existing business, and the other one is a new business coming to town. One of them is located on Highway 35, and is actually right beside Pruitt Jewelers. And the other one is on Marshall Road. The unlit intersection is also on Marshall Road. It's where the road that was built by the Industrial Development Board through the industrial park comes out and joins Marshall Road. Now each one of these lights would run somewhere in the neighborhood of about $8 a month on non-monthly utility bills. And just to give you an overall picture of what we currently have, the city currently has about 500 street lights. And it's a mixture of 100 and 400 watt lights. Now, a 400 watt light does run a little bit more on monthly cost. The cost to us for a 400 watt light is about $18 to $19. So I'll be asking for permission from the council to install 3 of these lights and do it at the 100 watt lights. And the process is kind of simple. The contact person that we get in touch with is Lisa Moore at Sand Mountain Electric Co-op. She is in the engineering department. There is no installation cost for the city of Rainsville. There's no labor cost and there's no hardware cost. Now, however, if for some reason Sand Mountain Electric did have to set a new pole, there is a $300 pole setting fee, but none of these would require a new pole. They could go on the existing poles that are already there. And the process that for this is either Ricky Dobbins or myself would identify the poles for the lights to be added to by tying a ribbon around them. We would present Ms. Moore with a signed PO with the pole address, or the address where the pole sits, a letter of request, and a copy of the council minutes where it was passed. And if we present those 3 items, Sand Mountain Electric will just go out there and install them for us, and then they would just show up on our monthly statements from them. So I will be asking this esteemed council for their permission later on during the actual meeting.
Just a few words about that. It's been in the past that's kind of the direction that the city goes on streetlights, but it's mostly like in front of businesses, intersections where, maybe not just an intersection, but maybe a road taken off. We try to kind of keep those in mind, to put lights at those locations.
Do we periodically check the ones that are no longer burning?
It's been where we go around and inventory, look and see if they're burning. The police sometimes give us rundowns on that. If you got a light out or something, they can give us a heads up on it. Somebody calls Lisa, she takes care of it, she gets it fixed.
I noticed there were a couple out on Main Street. Someone could look at that.
Okay.
I think there's a few that need to be replaced.
On 35? Okay. They'll fix them for us, all we gotta do is let them know where they're at.
Okay.
So if you see one out, let us know. Yeah.
Or Powell, towards Powell, you
It
said.
was in the middle of town. Like,
Middle time.
that's
Yeah,
why.
I mean, but.
Yes. If we can get the guys to look at that, whoever's on night shift, and let somebody know, that'd be great.
That tying a ribbon around.
Okay.
The second bit of business that I'd like to address is there has been a request from some of the members of the Industrial Development Board for our road department to utilize the side cutter on some of their land that's in the industrial park. I want to real quickly state this right here. Section 94 of the Alabama State Constitution states that the legislature shall not have the power to authorize any county, town, city, or any other subdivision of the state to lend its credit or to grant public money or things of value in aid of, or to any individual, association, or private entity. Now, with that being said, there was some internal discussion that would it have been a violation of Section 94 if the road department was to use the side cutter on the Industrial Development Board's land. And I'm no authority on this, so I figured it would be best for me to consult the League of Municipality and get their opinion. And so that's what I did. I called them, and they said that Section 94 also has a subsection, 94.01, which was actually Amendment 772 that was passed in 2004. And 94.01 allows for municipal governments to use public funds or other items of value in aid of or to any individual, firm, corporation, or other business entity for the purpose of promoting economic or industrial growth for the municipality. To do so, it would require a public meeting with notification published in the local newspaper of at least 7 days prior, and at the said meeting, a resolution passed proclaiming the donation of the city treasurer to be for public purpose. Now, that being said, 94.01 also exempts public agencies from restrictions of Section 94. And the Industrial Development Board is a council-appointed board. It is an incorporated board, which means that the council has no say-so over the manner of how they expend their own funds. But they are still considered part of the city. And if they were to default on any of their loans, then the city would be held liable for them. So they are actually under the umbrella of the city. They just have a little more, they're a little more autonomous. The league said that there would be no conflict with city equipment and labor being used on city property. However, for the sake of clarity and to clear the air, that it would be best to ask for the council to approve it and have any objections notated on the official minutes. So tonight, I would be asking for permission for the road department to use the side cutter for clearing some of the brush back on the Industrial Development Board's land.
Okay, anything else?
Yes. It is that time of year where the Children's Advocacy Annual Dinner Theater is coming up. And since 2006, the city of Rainsville has been sponsoring a table. The cost of a table is $1,000. And I'd ask that we continue with that same trend that we've already set.
Okay. So,
Yeah, that's it.
okay.
I think Joey's covered most everything.
Oh.
I'll pass.
You made me want to drink of water.
Melissa?
Okay, I just need to update my Tom Bevel board. I have a couple of members. What? Oh. I need to update Michael Garrett and Joe Flaherty on their terms, and their terms expired in 2013, so I apologize that I'm doing this late. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to update them. It's 2-year staggered terms on the Tom Bevel board, so I'm going to update them from this month on. So they're still staggered in that way. And then I'll have some more at the end of the year, but I'm going to wait to do those. So that's just formality. And then I'll be doing the library thing for you. And I believe that's it.
We're going to be making a motion that we have a one-time pay raise for city employees on 11/21/2014.
Anything else? Anybody? Chief?
No.
Chief? Sammy? Do what?
No, sir, I'm good.
Okay. Anybody else? Nobody's got anything? Steve? Okay. We'll get started. We'll open the meeting up. Have a roll call first. Graham?
Present.
Hope here. Levy?
Here.
Raymond?
Here.
And I'm here. Okay.
I'd like to go ahead and make a motion that we accept the minutes of the previous council meeting, the public hearing, and the special call meeting, and accept them as presented and dispense with the reading of.
Have a motion. Have a second.
I second.
I got a motion by Graham and a second by Freeman. All in favor say aye. Passes. Okay. Not gonna do anything with Blue Cross. I'm gonna drop down here to the authorizing the attorney to remove the sewer lien.
Okay, I'll make that into a motion.
All right. Cool.
To authorize the city attorney to remove the sewer lien from the Y. Harrison property.
Okay.
I second it also.
We have a motion by Ledbetter and a second by Freeman to remove the lien. All in favor say aye. All opposed? That's it. I think that's all I had. No, so we'll just go ahead and vote on that. All right, Joel.
I make a motion that we approve the 3 street light requests, 2 on Marshall and 1 on Highway 35.
I second that.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to install 3 new street lights. All in favor say aye. All opposed? Ayes carried.
I make a motion that we allow the road department to use the side cutter on the Industrial Development Board's property.
I second that.
We have a motion to use the city side cutter on the Industrial Development Board property. Motion by Graham and a second by Ledbetter. All in favor say aye.
I'm sorry.
All opposed? Ayes carried. Okay.
I make a motion that we purchase a table for the Children's Advocacy Center's annual dinner theater for $1,000.
Have a motion.
I second that.
A motion by Graham and a second by Ledbetter. Purchase a table for the Children's Advocacy Center banquet. All in favor say aye. All opposed? Ayes carried.
That's all I have.
Mr. Hope,
I don't have anything.
Ms. Ledbetter.
I make a motion that we allow Sarah to purchase up to $1,000 in Spanish materials from the grant they received.
Second that.
Have a motion by Ledbetter and a second by Graham to allow the library to purchase up to $1,000 out of some grant money that we have received. I think they're purchasing it from RJ Books.
RJ Discount Books. Mhm.
Okay. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Ayes carried.
I make a motion to extend Michael Garrett's term and Joe Flaherty's term on the Tom Bevel and Richmond Center Board to extend out to 11/15/16.
I second it.
Okay, we have a motion to extend Michael Garrett and Joe Flaherty's terms on the Tom Bevel Center Board. Ms. Ledbetter and second by Mr. Freeman. All in favor? Say aye. All opposed? Okay, ayes carried.
That's all I have.
Mr. Freeman.
I'll make a motion, we do a one-time pay raise on 11/21/2014 for our city employees.
I second that.
Have a motion for a one-time pay raise by Freeman, second by Ledbetter. All in favor say aye. All opposed? No, ayes carried.
That's all I have.
I make a motion we pay the bills.
We have a motion to pay the bills.
Second.
Second. Motion by Ledbetter, second by Holt. All in favor say aye. All opposed?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn. Second. Motion by Graham to adjourn, second by Holt. All in favor say aye. All opposed?
I'm sorry. I'm hungry.
Right. All right, good night.